we've got this other little sheet here, boys, and it's called the Mailbag. So we've got some fan questions that Supercars have got us from Instagram. So we've got one here. Oh, it's actually for me.
Oh, should we read it out then?
Yeah, do you want to read it out, Aaron?
From Ali.
Yeah.
What's Thomas going to buy first with that shiny new contract?
An Aston Martin? No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I'll just probably keep working on my simulator, I guess. No, it's not as... I wouldn't say it's, well, that shiny. No, it's okay. It's okay.
I reckon it'd be pretty good. 2-year deal. And your simulators, actually, they're actually going... You've got some good simulators. Are we allowed to talk about that new one that you showed?
Oh, maybe not the new one, but we've got some things in the pipeline.
That's where all the money's going.
Yeah, it pretty much. Ooh. So, but I do spend a bit of time on the sim. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, I've got one dog. I've got a Labrador. We've been thinking about whether we get another one or not, like another dog. I don't know. Everyone sort of says that 2 dogs is the go. You know.
So you don't have any super yachts in your browser history?
No, I couldn't afford to pay for the fuel for the super yacht, let alone the actual yacht. So I don't know. What do they say? The 2 best days of buying a boat is the day you buy it and the day you sell it. Is that right?
I've heard that a lot. Yes.
Or there's another one. Is it the best boat is someone else's boat?
Yeah,
sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Have you got any pets? You guys got any pets?
We had a couple of dogs.
Have you?
Yeah. Dogs. I'm a big dog guy, not a cats. Too much fur coming off those cats.
Oh yeah. What dogs you got?
Kelpies. Yeah, they're all right.
Are they well trained?
They're not well trained. And the Kelpies can jump high fences.
Oh really?
I've had a few dramas with the dogs
getting out.
Yeah, going for a little walk by themselves, but they're learning.
Okay, that's good. So it's good. Progress.
Yeah,
it's like car setup. Progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Richie? You got any?
I'd love to have a dog, but just travel too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I'll get one.
Yep. I recommend it. The first 6 months is pretty challenging, but they are pretty cute. But yeah, it's just you got to toilet train them and all that sort of stuff. All right, Aaron, I got a question for you from Max Verstappen. No, not really. For Aaron, what was it like to get the call up to drive full time?
There's obviously a bit going on in the couple of weeks prior. So yeah, it's obviously it's a lifelong dream, which is finally coming to fruition, I guess. But yeah, sort of getting thrown into it at the Grand Prix weekend. There's a fair few eyeballs on it in general. Plus, yeah, it was a lot to learn, and it was a great weekend. Cool to be there, but yeah, sort of once you get here, you're like, wow, it's a lot higher level than you sort of expect. Like Super 2.
It was harder than was it?
Yeah.
More competitive or tougher than you were expecting, or was it as you expected?
I knew it was going to be tough, but probably I thought we were going to be able to make a few more inroads in terms of sort of setup and performance. But yeah, the field is just so close this year.
Yeah.
And probably other years as well, that it's really tough. Like little mistakes. In Super 2, you can afford to lock a brake or make a little mistake that costs you a tenth or two.
Yeah.
You do that here and
it's all over.
You're nowhere. So
well, like qualifying, I think the first part of qualifying, was it Saturday maybe, that the whole field was like 7.5 tenths covered from first to last?
I was only like a tenth and a half off making the shootout in the first quali or second quali or something. It was second quali that was. It was ridiculous. Like
so
I was
tight.
Like 19th. It's just the field's so tight and trying to find that 10th or whatever it's incredibly hard. So especially being in your rookie year, and
there's so much to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all learning, I guess, still.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys having more experience are still getting better again. Like it's not like the level just keeps getting higher and higher. So
yeah, that's what makes it tough. You learn stuff and you get a bit more confident, but then you realize that everyone else on the track
doing the same thing. Yeah. You think you're on like a golden path or something, like you found a golden ticket, and then it's like, well,
it's not like everyone else just sat at home while you learned all that. Yeah,
it's like on the weekend, the Delta, like on the car, I think it was one of the qualies. It was like I was like 4 tenths up at the end of my lap. I'm like, how good is this? Like I just went 4 tenths quicker than I did the quali before. Surely I'll be like well up there. And you see your
position.
It's on the position thing on the dash. you jump up, and I think we were one of the first ones to do laps, so we were like up there. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
And then you just watch it.
Just watch it slowly go down as everyone else goes across the line. Man, I improved so much, and then so did everyone else. You're like, oh,
Have you got the position on your dash?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it like in quali? You like cross the line, you look down, you like bump up, and then it just dun 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 dun. And you're
I
like,
can turn it off though.
oh yeah.
what in the
'Cause-
car?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just change the page so that it's like, because sometimes I just I want to focus on other things rather than being glued to, like sometimes on an end lap I should be thinking about something else, not just watching,
Where you are.
like waiting for everyone to finish.
When the
laps.
session's done though, when
it's done. Like if I'm
the checkered flag's out and you see it and you're like, oh, like I was 11th on Sunday and I was 200ths off the shootout, and it's like mentally, I reckon that's just the worst position.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? The Nats off position, because I've had some sessions where I feel like I've nailed it and I'm going to be up there, and then I see myself dropping down. And I'm like, what's going on there? Like I don't understand that at all. And then I've had other sessions where I feel like I haven't done a good job, and
you're up there.
I'm like in the top 5, and it's just doesn't make any sense. And then the worst though is when you haven't done a good job, and maybe you've run a little bit early, so you're maybe in the top 10, and you're just like, oh no, I'm not going to stay there, and you're just on the inlet just waiting.
Yeah.
If you've made a little mistake, missed an apex, or the car doesn't quite feel as good as you wanted it to, and you just know you're not going
to stay there.
yeah, and then you just got to wait for it. But it's
tough.
It's tough. Yeah.
It's demoralising when you just miss out, though.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's a good one for you, Richie, I reckon. This is from Amanda. What do you think the racing will be like at Ruapuna next year?
It's hard to say. It's not a big flowy track. So it might be tight, but I sort of thought the racing wouldn't be good at Taupo, and
this year it was quite good.
It was really good there because there's only one fast corner on that track, and obviously, if you've got a tire advantage, you can really use it in all the slow speed corners and pass pretty easily. So yeah, Ruapuna might be the same. So yeah, it's hard to say, but it could be good, I think.
Yeah. Well, we are going there next year, double header with.
Is that week on week, or is there a week in between? Do we know yet?
I don't know.
I'm really
sure.
keen for
It would be either like the week after, or like it would only be within a week or 2 weeks.
I'd say it'd be directly after,
Yeah.
They do a lot of, like with the Toyota Racing Series, they'll do like 5 weeks in a row at 5 different tracks. They've done that for, over 10, 15 years now. So it's probably a similar thing. Load the cars into the shipping containers and chuck them on the ferry across to the South Island and go racing in Christchurch. And that's so exciting for the category, isn't it? That we're going to be racing twice in New Zealand. I mean, the trip over there, it's on the ships for like 5 weeks or something. So while we're over there, I think it's only great that as a category we're doing that, and we've got so many Kiwi supporters and too many fast Kiwi drivers, in my opinion.
Yeah, second that.
Yeah, so we need to just calm that down. But it is cool, and I'm sure it must be cool racing at home twice now.
Yeah. Well, I haven't, the last 2 years, I haven't been back to where I'm actually from. Like I fly in to Auckland, go down to Taupo, race, and then go back to Auckland and fly back to Australia. So I've never actually, in the last 2 years, spent...
Oh, so you're from Christchurch, are you?
No, I'm from a place a couple hours away from Auckland.
Oh, right.
It's like out of the way.
Yep.
On the way to Taupo. So obviously with a double header, I can actually go home for a few days, which would be good.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, here's a good one from Martin. I want to get both your opinions on this. Aaron, I'll start with you. Who do you think will be a surprise driver in the finals? Now, you can't say yourself. No, you can if you want.
Oh, I don't think we'll be troubling the finals this year. I think we can call that now. I think Woody. Woody, I think, will surprise some people. I know he had a really good weekend, but I think, he doesn't mind having a go. I don't know if he pissed off you guys last year, but he really, in Super 2 the year before, he'll send it and doesn't care about, cares about crashing out, but in that finals thing, you've got to be able to just execute and get it up the inside if you have to, and take no prisoners. And I think he'll he'll do that, and especially once we get to some street circuits, I think he'll be quite good. And I also think the Fords are quite good on street circuits towards the end of the year.
I think what's going to be interesting is that, like, if both team cars make the finals, but then if let's say one gets knocked out in the first go, how like that team car will try and help, the other team car. Let's say Chaz makes the final four, but Woody doesn't. Just an idea. What would happen in Teamland? Would he look after Chaz, or because really, like, if you make it to the final 7 but not in the final 4, you're guaranteed 5th to 7th in the championship, aren't you? So
yeah. I reckon we've got to, and people got to be sort of calm about it, that teammates, they do it in NASCAR all the time.
Yeah.
Manufacturers, teammates, people don't take people out, but will hold other people up to help their teammate. And yeah, I hope it happens in the finals, because I think it's good for that whole rivalry. It starts more of that. We don't have enough rivalries going on.
And then everyone who's not in the finals, and not in the top 10, they just don't care. Just be, who cares? I'm just going for race wins, and that's where the top 4 might be. They could be more conservative because they'll just want to be trying to get the points, and it's going to be interesting. I think. I don't know. What do you think, Richie?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I think for the guys that don't make it in, it won't change too much, just because, like, me, for example, like, I'm just trying to win a race even now, So
yeah.
If I don't make it into the finals,
yeah, nothing's changing.
It's like, I'm not thinking about the championship right now. I'm just trying to get a pole and win a race, and
yeah,
because obviously until you tick those off your list, there's no point thinking about where you're going to be in the championship, in my opinion, especially with the way the point system is now. So, for me, if I don't make it in, it's the way I go to a race now is going to be exactly the same at those races at the end of the year. But yeah, I don't know. If there is some team cars blocking for other cars, I don't know. It's not sort of how I'd like to go about it if it was me, but I'm sure it's probably going to happen. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's certainly a interesting way. Like, I think it's a cool concept that, like, if you have bad luck throughout the year, but you got a quick car and you're in the finals, then you have a shot at winning the championship. If you get, like you said, Aaron, if you nail those last 3 events, and if you win a race at each of those, you go to the next level. So I think that's where it's really good. And the fact that, if you win everything the whole year, going to Adelaide, you're only going to be at a 50 or 75 point advantage or something. So, it really comes down to that final 4 in the end. So, should be a good turnout as well from the crowd. It's always such a great event in Adelaide, the fact that, there's 4 people that are vying for it. So, I think bring it on.